This is your instructions on finding volume. We're going to start with a rectangular prism. At the top you can see to find the volume of a rectangular prism, you use the formula volume equals length times width times height. So here you see that we have used the length times width times the height. We did 5 times 10 times 6, which if you want to do 5 times 10 and do 50, 50 times 6 then would give you 300 cubic inches. Volume is always in cubic units. Then we're moving to volume of a cylinder. Volume of a cylinder, typically if they're going to give you a formula, it will be something like this, where it's volume equals area of the base times the height. The one that will help you more is the second one, which is volume equals pi times the radius squared times the height. So here you can see your 6 yards is going to be your radius and your 11 yards is your height. So when we plug this into your formula, we're going to do 6 squared for the radius times the height, which is 11, times 3.14 for pi. For the rest of this video, we will be doing 3.14 for pi, but realize it can be the pi button sometimes or some other unit. So do the math. 6 squared would be 36. Then multiply the rest of your numbers, 36 times 11 times 3.14, and that would give you your answer. Again, we're going to round all of our future answers to the nearest tenth on this video. So it would be 1,243.4 yards cubed. The next one is the volume of a cone. Now, it takes 3 cones to make a cylinder, so that's the reason the volume of a cone is 1/3 area of the base times the height. Now again, you have some formula options. You can do this first one here, which is 1/3 times pi times the radius squared times the height, or the one I like is option 2, which is pi times the radius squared times the height divided by 3. So the radius is 7, 7 squared times the height of 12 times pi divided by 3. Go ahead and square 7 to get 49. Plug that into your formula. Do your math on the top, completing the numerators information, and then divide it by 3. And that gives you 615.4 yards cubed once it's rounded to the nearest tenth. And then finally, the volume of a sphere. This one does not have a height since it's a sphere, so its formula is a little different. You've got 4/3 times pi times the radius cubed, or the one I choose to do is 4 times pi times the radius cubed divided by 3. So our radius here is 6. We're going to need to take 6, raise it to the power of 3, multiply that times the 4 times the 3.14, and then divide by 3. 6 cubed was 216. Once you complete all the multiplication in the numerator, you're going to take that answer and divide it by 3. And then once your answer is rounded to the nearest tenth, that would give you 904.3 inches cubed.